What is up, boys, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about BBAI, Big Bear AI. Now, today we are going to be talking about this company because not only do they have a great setup on the charts, but they are also doing some things in the financials, getting some government contracts that could lead to a Palantir 2.0 like stock. Now, by no means am I saying that this stock is going to run 2000%, but what I am saying is they are doing a lot of the right things that Palantir did in those early stages. So we could definitely see some kind of price action play out. Now, let's not waste any more time. This is going to be a really quick breakdown, so make sure you guys do like and subscribe as always, and let's go ahead and jump in. Now, jumping onto the chart, before I do get into it, guys, this is not financial advice at all. This is just my personal opinion, and I personally think that BBAI looks really, really good. Now, the stock is down around 22% from highs, so I do think that this dip is looking very, very attractive for a buy from me. Now, what I am looking at here is obviously we have this beautiful wedging formation playing out over this last year. This move came at the beginning of 2025, followed by an abrupt downfall, but that was because of some of their investing into the business, which should honestly hopefully be paying off pretty soon. Now, obviously, we have worked our way around this channel right here, and it does look like we had a nice little cup and handle formation, and then we got that breakout. Now, looking at this bigger wedge here, you guys can see that we are clearly retesting this wedge right here. And if we are to move higher, which price is doing in pre-market, I can assume that we will reach our next target at $11.39. Now, drawing that out, that is a gain of around 52% from here. And say we are to reject off 994, that is still about a 30% gain. So nonetheless, this is offering a really, really good risk to reward right here. If I were to open a position, because I do like the $7 calls for 2025, once again, not financial advice, I'm just taking a look at it. My play would really look something like this. I would want to put my stop loss right below this right here. And this is the trade that I would take right here. I would honestly only play the move up to around $11.39, but we'll talk about some more targets because that can be extended. Now, after we do break $11.39, which was about a 52% gain, we will move up to $16.91. And now I am going to switch over to the weekly, so it does look a little cleaner here. But you guys can see that would be a gain of around 126% if we do break all-time highs at $16.12. So once that does happen, we'll not only see a great gain, but these contracts can honestly be extended over $11.39 if we do get some momentum. So I could honestly draw this up right here, and this is an 8.42 risk to reward. This is absolutely amazing. So you can see if we do get this nice little retest right here, what is most likely going to happen is we'll break through the zone a little bit, come back down, retest, and then move on from there. Most likely something like that will occur. Now, I do want to zoom out once more and take a look at this overall macro trend. It does look like we are in some kind of cupping formation, which is always very, very bullish for companies that are looking to grow into profitability. Now, this one is extended a lot, and this is a great base. This is where I am getting that Palantir-like feeling just because of how long this consolidation has taken. And you guys know, bigger the base, bigger the breakout. So as we do flip over to the monthly time frame here, you guys can see this is a great, great setup. We're going to go ahead and compare these to Palantir. But I do want to go ahead and delete these targets right here and go ahead and just draw a simple fib from top to bottom and just see what we're looking at. Now, obviously, this is very, very rough, and by no means am I saying that this is going to happen, but this is what your extension targets would look like if we are to move on. Now, our first target is going to be up at $25.63, and our second target's at $41.08, sorry. So for that first move to the 1618 extension, that's around 245%. And then to our 2618, that's about a 454% gain. So those are looking amazing for long-term targets, but those would realistically take at least 2 to 3 years to play out. But by all means, that is still a great, great return. Now, I do want to go ahead and switch over and check out Palantir's chart because it does look very comparable. Now, jumping onto Palantir's chart here, it doesn't take a genius to realize that these prices look exactly the same. Now, both have a nice cupping formation, both have taken a good bit of time in this consolidation, and both of them have a great look moving forward. Now, obviously, we did break through 29.53. A lot of us got entries before that. I know I got a lot of my entries at $16, although I sadly did sell early at this $69 price target, but that's for another day. I'll cry some other time. Now, once we did move over $45, you guys can see we did extend through our targets really well. Obviously, Palantir is a one-of-one stock. This is not most likely going to happen again for a while. But looking at the price target, it is pretty similar, being up around 542% from that prior high breakout. So I do like to compare these two stocks because they are very, very comparable. And moving back to BBAI here, as we do take one more look, you guys can see it does look very, very similar. And when we do draw out our fibs, it does work out pretty close, pretty close. Now, Palantir did obviously IPO higher, so the prices are going to be a little bit different, but the gain per share should be pretty similar, just like moving up around 446% here. Now, just some closing thoughts on BBAI here. They definitely need to operate better on hand with their financials, so we'll see how that picks up over time. But they are getting government contracts, which is insanely bullish, and that is the whole reason that Palantir had that flood of FOMO traders jumping into this stock, because they had those government contracts and because those government contracts stay, so on and so forth. But I do think if BBAI is to pick up the pace here and really accelerate, this is one of the best looking penny stocks out on the market. And I include it as a penny stock being under $10, but this is one of the best small caps out on the market as well. So definitely take a look at BBAI, definitely do your own research, but I really do think BBAI is the one. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about this video. Let me know some comments about what stocks you guys want to see next, because I do like making these quick breakdowns for you guys. Now, in the next video, I do want to maybe do RR again, but we have just rinsed that. So maybe something like Open or some of those more speculative names are really fun for me to break down. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see that. Also, on each side of me, I'm going to have a video. Make sure you guys click on and check out the one that pertains best to you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.